So for some strange reason, guys, YouTube keeps crashing, even though I have 13 gigabytes of memory available on this phone. I recently restarted it about an hour and a half ago. YouTube keeps crashing. There's absolutely no reason for YouTube to keep crashing, except that I'm posting videos on it right now that the psychopath and sex offender cyber criminal named Jasmine Irizarry, who's been remotely interfering with every single electronic device I've had for years, she has a problem with the videos I'm trying to post on this YouTube channel right now because they're about her and about stuff that she's been doing directly behind the wall of my kitchen sink throughout the entire night tonight. She just doesn't like it when her psychosis and her disruptive behavior get reported on YouTube, and that's why YouTube keeps crashing. See, YouTube just crashed again. Wow. I mean, I've had YouTube on this phone for the entire time I've owned this phone, which is now like 6 months. And I've never seen YouTube repeatedly crash like every couple of minutes as it is crashing right now.
Stalkers have a new tool for tracking and monitoring their victims. They're using mobile apps and digital surveillance software, better known as spyware. It can remotely access text messages, emails, and calls. Stalkers can also track their target's location and even turn on a device's camera and microphone. CBS News legal analyst Ricky Kleeman is with us. Ricky, good morning.
Good morning, Nora.
You think about the positive aspects of these devices. You know, you can use the GPS to track where your kids are. You could also track a cheating spouse. But how are these apps now being used in terms of victims of domestic violence?
Well, what we've really seen is a morphing here.
See, YouTube just crashed again. So this is a video about stalking, right? And I've been watching videos about stalking for an hour now. And the psychopath in the bathroom of 78 has been literally electronically zapping me with her remote capacity electronic assault device. Its proper scientific term is a directed energy weapon throughout the entire time that I've been watching these stalking videos.
This backpack can literally hold more than a suitcase. And it honestly really does. It has dual pockets.
Because she's a stalker. She is a stalker who uses technology.
Camera and microphone. CBS News legal analyst Ricky Kleeman is with us. Ricky, good morning.
Wow. YouTube keeps crashing. Let's do some diagnostics here to show why YouTube on this device should not be crashing at all. Okay, so Wi-Fi, Xfinity Wi-Fi, is it connected? Connected. Okay. Now, how much memory do we have? Okay, let's just check the battery, right? Is the battery like about to die? Is that why YouTube keeps crashing? I mean, there's no connection between a dying battery and apps that crash. The two are not connected. But okay, battery's fine. It's at 58%. And let's check the memory. Let's see, storage. How much storage do we have here? 3.39 gigabytes. That's plenty of storage for YouTube to be able to work. However, as I keep reporting, Jasmine Irizarry, the psychopath who's been living on and off in the bathroom of Unit 78 since 2013 and who has been sitting directly behind that wall throughout the entire night, deliberately burning and propagating intense amounts of cigar and marijuana fumes straight into this unit from the bathroom of 78, which is a tiny, windowless, unventilated bathroom where she lived for the last 10 years. Well, she's been, there we go again, causing this device to crash every time I've tried to report her behavior over the last few hours. And every time I've started watching a stalking video on YouTube that confirms everything that I have been experiencing and reporting on my own channel, YouTube suddenly crashes and she literally assaults me with her electronic assault device. It is called a directed energy weapon. And you can actually make your own directed energy weapons by going to Home Depot and purchasing certain items and certain pieces of equipment. So this is not me, but every time I watch a video on YouTube over the last hour and a half related to stalking and the use of technology in stalking, Irizarry the psychopath causes YouTube to suddenly crash. And she also literally zapped me with her
Stalkers
device.
have a new tool for tracking and monitoring their victims. They're using mobile apps and digital surveillance software, better known as spyware. It can remotely access text messages, emails, and calls. Stalkers can also track their target's location and even turn on a device's camera and microphone. CBS News legal analyst Ricky Kleeman is with us. Ricky, good morning.
Good morning, Nora.
You think about
Yeah, that's exactly what I've been saying. Oh, you know what? But these nut job hate stalkers who make comments on my videos, they know nothing about me. They don't know anything at all in general. What I've been reporting is being corroborated and verified here by CBS News. but they keep claiming that I'm paranoid and delusional. So I guess CBS News is paranoid and delusional as well, because they're the ones who are confirming that high-tech stalking exists. People use a GPS on your cell phone to track your location. Then they also obviously use a microphone and camera to see what you're doing, to hear your conversations. That's not paranoia or delusion. That is technological fact. And you've got it right here on CBS News. But the psycho idiots who hate stalk my channel and make nasty comments on my videos about how they desperately wish that I was crazy, well, I guess CBS News is crazy too, because they're the ones making a segment on this. Let's just listen to the rest of what they have to say.
Positive aspects of these devices. You know, you can use the GPS to track where your kids are. You could also track a cheating spouse. But how are these apps now being used in terms of victims of domestic violence?
Well, what we've really seen is a morphing here. What we really thought of was the nanny cam or elder care or employers looking for employees who might be engaged in theft. And now this whole morphing has come down to two different aspects. One is what we think of as the GPS function. That is, where is your so-called cheating spouse going to be? Are they where they say they're going to be? But much more significant now is the real danger for victims of domestic violence.
Oh my God.
Because it's not only finding out where they are, it's actually hacking into, through this spyware, to read emails, text, hear voicemails, actually get into a phone call and eavesdrop.
So it's not even that hard for anybody to access your phone's voicemail, your emails, everything else. And this video was made in 2014. This is a 10-year-old video. So all this stuff that I've been saying and that I've been reporting as happening on my phone every day in terms of the hacking, the surveillance-based stalking, the remote disabling of my phones and apps when I try to send emails about the psychopath in 78 or send documents relating to the Greenville Group's criminal negligence in this unit. All of that entirely possible, according to what they're reporting here just in this particular news segment. But also, it's been going on for at least 10 years because, look, this video was made in 2014. This news report here talking about hacking and surveillance-based stalking and GPS locators being used on people's cell phones to track where they are. This came out in 2014. This is not anything new.
And one of the creepiest parts of it from where I sit is the ability to turn on this microphone and within 15 feet hear what is actually happening. It's treacherous.
It is.
How do the abusers install this software without any detection?
What happens here, Jeff, is this. First of all, we should say it is illegal to manufacture, it is illegal to advertise, it is illegal to sell this type of spyware in the United States of America. Obviously, that's the creation of it. It's also obviously illegal to use because you're there for a stalker or an eavesdropper or you're wiretapping. So how does it get in there?
Right.
So how it gets in is if the stalker or aggressor, the person who wants to do a bad thing, can get a hold of that phone or computer for a very, very short time, this software can be installed. And they do it in very devious ways. Sometimes they can use their child. Sometimes they can go as far as using a repairman. The guy comes from the cable company or the electronics, the Con Ed guy, and therefore it gets installed. But one of the other things is, of course, people have become expert even at hacking into the computer. So all of these things become fraught with peril. Very interesting. I just wanted to give you this. If you look up the domestic violence hotline in the United States, it says on the top of the first page, that gives you a safety alert to tell primarily women that your computer could be monitored and it is impossible to completely clear. So the person who is being stalked.
Wow, CBS News is deliberately, being delusional here. They're being paranoid. They're being schizophrenic. Because, anybody who knows anything knows that high-tech stalking is not possible and that targeting victims with spyware and tracking apps is not possible. So CBS News is obviously totally crazy and delusional and needs to get the help they need, right? These psychotic, miserable hate stalkers who make these idiotic comments on my channel need to go jump off a cliff. Or maybe they're right. And not only am I delusional, crazy, paranoid, and need to get the help I need, but so does CBS News for putting out this video about how high-tech stalking occurs pretty frequently and how abusers target victims using spyware and GPS locator apps, right? CBS News is just as delusional and crazy and schizophrenic as I am, apparently. Fucking morons.